Good afternoon. Dr. Parker, distinguished guest, I bring greetings to you today on this very special day for the GTCC Foundation Board of Directors and the many individuals, foundations, and business leaders who help support the mission and vision of GTCC through their generous gifts. The foundation is proud today to be partnering with Steve Shofety of the Corey Corporation and Mo Milani of Grandover, who provided this wonderful venue for us to be in today. And the celebration would not have happened without the tireless efforts by co-chair Shirley Frye, Alan Pike, Marcia McClendon, and their committee who organized this event. Of course, this event is the installation of GTCC's 7th president, Dr. Randy Parker. Dr. Parker, we appreciate your very active leadership role in working with the foundation. And in response to your challenge, I'm delighted to announce that the foundation gave out over $259,000 in scholarship last year to students. That was the best, but we're going to beat it. We have also expanded the GTCC Foundation Board and are working more closely than ever with you and the college. The mission of the GTCC Foundation is to harness our private community resources to provide funding to fill in the gaps where funding and financial aid may not be readily available. The foundation provides scholarships and emergency assistance funds to allow our students, faculty, and staff to participate in national academic programs of excellence. Now, more than ever, this private support and cooperation is needed. We are excited to partner with you today because we know that under your leadership, Dr. Parker, GTCC will continue to make great strides forward. GTCC has remained focused when forced to do more with less. You answered the call as community colleges became more important than ever by strengthening your partnership with local businesses and industry to educate and train our workforce and help attract new businesses and jobs to Guilford County and the Triad region. Again, we are proud and excited to celebrate this occasion with you, and on behalf of the Board of the Directors of the GTCC Foundation, we look forward to working more closely with you than ever before as you lead us into the future. Thank you.
Dr. Parker, on behalf of the faculty, I want to congratulate you and officially welcome you to GTCC. Dr. Parker joins a short and distinguished list of presidents of this fine institution, and we as faculty are excited to have him as the leader who is going to guide us in the future. Dr. Parker arrived on campus last fall and has been busy since he got here. He hit the ground running, and in order to learn the concerns and the culture of the college, he met with faculty and staff in small groups to solicit input. Everyone was invited to attend those meetings, and Dr. Parker listened. Since he got here, he has begun to implement the suggestions that were made and to work on the problems that were addressed to him. While he has been here just a short time, GTCC has had a lot of accomplishments. We were chosen as the lead college in North Carolina for the completion by design. We were selected to receive the North Carolina Back to Work grant and the Walmart Press for Completion grant. We have partnered with Worldview, a program from UNC Chapel Hill that is dedicated to global education. We were recognized for exceptional institution performance by the North Carolina Community College System. We hosted a visit by President Obama. Dr. Parker, what the faculty would like to know now is, how are you going to top all these accomplishments? We are very happy to have Dr. Parker. It is clear that we are well positioned for continued success, and we want to congratulate and welcome him and look forward to working with him.
Dr. Parker, faculty and staff, and distinguished guests. As president of the Staff Association, it is my privilege to welcome all of you on behalf of the staff. We commit to Dr. Parker as he formally accepts his role as president, and that those who serve GTCC in staff roles will ensure that GTCC continues its mission. Change is difficult, as most of our politicians remind us. It generally involves meeting challenges that are both anticipated and surprising. These challenges evoke the need for setting aside personal agendas, generating energy, and using expertise at all levels to meet them. GTCC staff comes today to celebrate our college's new beginning and to dedicate our members to facing the continuing challenges of the 21st century. The students that we serve come to GTCC with the expectations of improving their personal and professional lives, to making the lives of their children better, and to making America a stronger place to live and work. We assure you that we will support your leadership, Dr. Parker, and strive to have our students meet these expectations. As an educational institution, we would expect GTC to provide educational opportunities, but the college provides so much more. It provides hope for the future for so many students, and the promise that hard work will be rewarded. It provides the opportunity to heal self-doubts, bad experiences, and societal limitations. As Dr. Yank Coble indicated when he accepted the role of President of the American Medical Association in 2002, it has been said that the best reward in life is the chance to work hard at work worth doing. We know that with your leadership, Dr. Parker, our hard work at GTCC will continue to be work worth doing. Congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of students at Guilford Technical Community College, my name is Huma Asghar, Student Government Association President, and I want to thank you all for joining us for this momentous occasion. We are thrilled and honored to have Dr. Randy Parker serve as President of GTCC. In the time Dr. Parker has been at Guilford Tech, he has shown his commitment to students and their success. This past week was a snapshot of that, as Dr. Parker visited each of our campuses to meet and speak with students. Our students were happy to host him on their campuses and showed their support by signing up for community service events over the next year with over 200 plus volunteers, which is really amazing. We are showing our commitment to you, Dr. Parker, and we know you will do the same for us. Again, thank you, and may we extend a continued welcome to you and your family. Thank you.
Dr. Parker and trustees and a distinguished audience that we have here that is sitting out here in front of us. You're the most important people here, not this group that is sitting up here. So I want to tell you also from my heart that I am very jealous that I can't take you back to Lenoir County and that Guilford Tech is getting you. So, and we still miss you down at Lenoir County. Folks, let me tell you what trail he left and direction that he gave us in Lenoir County. He was part of the team of attracting new industry to the area. He set up the groundwork and the know-how to train the employees of prospective corporations coming into eastern North Carolina and to Kinston at the Global Trans Park. This man right here, they're still talking about him down there now. Let me tell you what he helped attract. He got the Spirit Corporation that is making parts for the largest aircraft in the world, the 350. And so they're making the part of the fuselage and part of the wing, shipping it over to Paris, France, and they're putting it together. That plane will hold something like 400 passengers, I think, at this time. And he set up the machinery that helped train the employees, and that was one of the big things that we got it in Lenoir County. We could train the employees of the prospective industry. The other industry I got to mention is Sanderson Farm. They are one of the largest chicken processing company in the world. But I'm supposed to say in the United States. They process, now get this figure, they process over 200,000 chickens a day. That is a lot of chickens, so if you ever need a chicken, if anybody needs a chicken, see me. We've got chicken running out our ears. And let me tell you, the farmers are grinning from ear to ear because they are growing the chicken down there, Randy. So it's a win-win proposition for everybody on it. I'm not going to go into the dishwasher factory that they're making several hundred a day in the satellite industries that is supporting the Spirit Corporation that has come to Lenoir County. And this man right here got the wheel turning to do it. Now you see why I'm so jealous about Guilford Tech getting it. So I want to say and end up one thing right here. Before Randy, I knew we were going to lose him. He was just too big of a fish in a small fish bowl. So, but he took out a scholarship in his mama and daddy's name, and it is fully funded in Lenoir County. And Randy, if you'd stand up, I'd kiss you. You're the sweetest thing that I've seen in a long time. So you can see why I'm jealous, and it goes on, and his rapport with the community was absolutely great. All the women thought he was a very handsome guy, I won't tell you that. All right, the last thing I'm going to say, Randy is smart, and he's a doctor now. Though, but let me tell you, Lou Ann, his wife, got a lot more sense than he does. Let me tell you, Lou Ann programs this man every day. So every day that he gets up, he is programmed when he comes to work. So don't get rid of Lou Ann. You're getting two for the price of one. At that, you're a great audience, and we certainly appreciate your interest at Guilford Tech. Thank you very much.
Talk about a tough act to follow. It is a privilege and a pleasure, though, for me to represent Vance-Granville Community College here today and to say a few remarks about Dr. Randy Parker. And while the program states that I am here as Randy's former board chair, I like to think that I am here also as Randy's friend. And I know he is pleased as I am to see so many of his friends from Vance-Granville Community College present here today, including our new president, Dr. Stephanie Williams. I was chair of the Board of Trustees of Vance-Granville Community College throughout Randy's 7 years as our president. And during that time, we got to know each other pretty well. I learned that he was pretty smart right from the beginning when, during our final interviews, one candidate, in order to be remembered, brought with him a fiddle. And it must have worked because I still remember that gentleman and his fiddle to this very day. But Randy had an answer for that. He brought Lou Ann with him. And as you can imagine, that fiddle was no match for Lou Ann. And our board unanimously and quickly selected Randy as our new president. Now, you may have had a similar experience here at Guilford Tech. Now, I'm not going to take the time to review with you all of Randy's many qualities, which made him such an excellent choice as your new president, because by now you know of his high integrity, his strong moral character, his outstanding leadership, and his unbelievable work ethic, just to name a few. And besides, there's just not enough time to do that. However, I do want to mention a few things I observed about Randy during his 7 years at Vance-Granville and the impact he had on our college. Randy is open to new ideas. He embraced the early college high school concept to the extent that early college high schools were established on each of Vance-Granville's 4 campuses. It is my understanding that at one point in time, Vance-Granville was the only community college in the country that had 4 early college high schools. Randy strongly encourages faculty and staff development. He instituted a leadership development program that proved to be very effective and that culminated in one of Vance-Granville's faculty members receiving the North Carolina Community College System R.J. Reynolds 2011 Excellence in Teaching Award. Also, when Randy told us of his decision to become Guilford Tech's next president, our Vice President of Instruction, Dr. Angela Ballantyne, was sufficiently prepared to become our interim president, in which position she served admirably during our 5-month search process. Randy has the ability to build partnerships. Vance-Granville was short on lab space for its nursing program. Mariah Parham Medical Center, as a result of a building program, was not using its old ICU space. Randy forged a partnership with Mariah Parham, whereby Vance-Granville could utilize the old ICU space for its nursing lab, which is now upgraded with state-of-the-art equipment, including computerized mannequins simulating actual patients. Also, Randy partnered with the Masonic Home for Children at Oxford to use its unused kitchen and dining hall to begin a culinary program, which is now in its 6th year. Randy has the ability to attract community support. I think this is best evidenced by the continued growth of the Vance-Granville Community College Endowment Fund. And while not the largest endowment fund in terms of dollars in the North Carolina system, I believe it has the largest number of endowed scholarships, over 300, of any community college in our state. Randy has the ability to get other people to do things. A couple of weeks ago, I was watching a rebroadcast of the memorial service held for Bill Frye, former president of the University of North Carolina system and one of North Carolina's most respected educators. I believe it was former Governor Jim Hunt who stated that getting other people to do things was one of Bill Frye's strong points. I believe this is also true of Randy Parker. I saw this firsthand in the way Vance-Granville people went about carrying out their individual and collective responsibilities at the college. And speaking of Bill Frye, did you know that Randy had the honor and the privilege of being interviewed by Bill Frye on his TV show, North Carolina People? As a further evidence of Randy's way with people, when he first came to Henderson, he needed a place to live. My son, who happened to be mayor of the city of Henderson at that time, had recently moved into a larger house to accommodate his growing family. Randy saw the house, liked it, and offered to rent the empty house. So my son decided that it needed a little interior painting before Randy moved in, and I told him I would help in the yard. So before Randy ever moved in, he had the mayor painting his house and his board chair cutting his grass. Randy is a person of great determination. When he came to Vance-Granville, he was working on his doctorate and stated that he would continue to pursue his PhD. His duties as president of the college didn't leave him much time to work on his doctorate, and a person of less determination may have been tempted to give up. Not Randy. It took him longer than maybe even he thought, but in December of 2010, he received his doctorate in higher education administration from North Carolina State University. What an outstanding role model. I could go on, but I've probably used too much time already. Suffice it to say that we at Vance-Granville are extremely proud to have had Randy Parker as our president for a 7-year period, and we wish Guilford Tech much success in the future under the leadership of its new president and my friend, Dr. Randy Parker.
Quite an apparatus I got around my neck. I'm going to take it off. And if I pass out, just send me on to the funeral home. I want to say to all of you, my colleagues, my friends, to the platform party, this is a distinguished honor for me to come before you today and have really the joy of presenting Dr. Randy Parker for installation as the 7th president of Guilford Technical Community College. I have worked with many students throughout my career, and I can truly say that Dr. Parker is one of my most outstanding students. I say this because I have known and worked with Dr. Parker for more than 20 years. I have taught Dr. Parker. I chaired his doctoral committee at NC State University and had the privilege of working very, very closely with him. I discovered in this man a person who had the initiative and the drive and the persistence to come to my house once a week and work with me on his dissertation. I say this to you because it takes a lot of effort to serve as president of a community college, perform the responsibilities associated with that very important role, and to really commit to completing the doctoral program. And let me tell you, the doctoral dissertation is a difficult undertaking. And I can tell you that Dr. Parker demonstrated to me that he had all it took to lead and to lead and to lead. As I reflect upon this institution, and I have known every single one of the previous presidents, and I have worked with them. But I look at Guilford Technical Community College today, and I think of the dynamics of the service area, Greensboro, High Point, Guilford County. And I know that there are several counties that make up the triad. But Guilford County is at the heart and the core of the triad. When you look at the dynamics of what is occurring with respect to this service area, you know that this service area is going to continue to grow and that there is going to be even more business and industry attracted to this area. We also know that this county the city of Greensboro and High Point, the service area has grown more than any of the other counties in terms of population. And we know that that trend is going to continue. We know that the economy of Guilford County is extremely important. And my friends, tomorrow, I suspect that that's going to be the #1 issue in terms of what people or how they express themselves at the polling place. This county will, I predict, become one of the fastest growing counties in terms of population, but also in terms of economy. And therefore, Guilford Technical Community College has a very important role to play in leading the county in terms of its economy. And I can tell you, my friends, and you've listened to the 2 former chairs, Lenoir Community College and Vance-Granville Community College, that the community college actually drives the economy. Drives the economy. It drives the economy by working close and in collaboration with other key stakeholders in this county, and I refer to the public school system. I refer to the higher education institutions. I refer to business and industry. And I refer to chambers of commerce, county commissioners, the school boards. It is going to take the very best in terms of leadership to work with all of these different groups and to make sure that they are brought together and that there is sincere collaboration and a partnership. My friends, Dr. Randy Parker can and has done that. And that's what it takes in a dynamic area like Guilford County. And of course, it takes a community college working in collaboration with all of the other stakeholders. I have seen and witnessed what Dr. Randy Parker can do, and he will do that. I have also seen the modeling that Dr. Parker provides, not only in terms of the staff, the faculty, but also the other partners in terms of this partnership. I know that Dr. Parker will do a tremendous job for you. I know because he has a proven track record, and he has a lovely wife. And the two of them provide really the kind of team that a wonderful college like Guilford Technical Community College ought to have. I know because I lean on my wife daily. Without her, I don't know what I would do. And I say thank you, Ethel. I want to say in conclusion that you have chosen well. And I say this to the Board of Trustees, and I say this to the faculty, because he is your leader. And I say this to Guilford County and to the larger community. You have chosen a leader that will build upon the fine work of the other presidents that have come before Dr. Parker. And he knows how to do that because he is a statesman of the first order in working with others and getting them involved in making important decisions. And it's going to take all of you with Dr. Parker to keep this college moving into a higher orbit of excellence. And I predict that this college, Dr. Rawls, will continue to be one of the premier community colleges in our state system of 58 community colleges. So at this time, I'd like to present to you Dr. Randy Parker, Dr. George Randolph Parker. I would like to present him for inauguration as your 7th president of Guilford Technical Community College. I love this man. He'll do a good job for you.
or actually 2011, March and April, your board went through an extensive process of interviewing for a president of GTCC. Where were all of you when we were interviewing? This would have been so easy if you just come forward then. But we did, and we worked hard, but we got the right man. Now it is my distinct pleasure to present President Randy Parker for the administration of the oath of office. I now ask President and Mrs. Parker to join me at the podium. I invite the Honorable Henry Frye, former Chief Justice of the North Carolina Supreme Court, to come forward and administer the oath.
Dr. Parker, are you ready to take the oath?
Yes, sir.
Do you, Randy Parker, solemnly and sincerely swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, that you will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the state of North Carolina, and to the constitutional powers and authorities which are or may be established for the government thereof, that you will endeavor to support, maintain, and defend the Constitution of said state, not inconsistent with the Constitution of the United States, to the best of your knowledge and belief and ability, and that you will well and truly execute the duties of the office of President of Guilford Technical Community College according to the best of your skill and ability, and according to law, so help you God.
I do.
Congratulations.
Thank you.